Hey, let's talk about the real reason most wellness practices and businesses stay stuck. It's not because your Instagram strategy is bad. It's not because you're not consistent enough. And it's definitely not because you're not cut out for this. It's because you skipped the most important step: research. Now, I understand why this happens. You got into this work with a soul led mission. You wanted to help people. You had a transformation of your own. You took a training, got a certification, or 5 or 10, and then you started making offers, like offering one on ones, group sessions, workshops, retreats, based on what changed your life. But here's the truth, one that I learned the very long and very hard way. Just because something changed your life does not automatically mean it's what your audience is searching for right now. And that right now piece is really, really, really important. Most practitioners are ahead of the wave. They're ahead of the curve. They are way showers, pioneers. They are on the forefront of things. We often see a little bit ahead of our time. It's a great skill, but unfortunately, it can be really detrimental when it comes to the business side of our work. So just because something changed your life does not automatically mean it's what your audience is searching for right now. And if you don't validate your ideas before building, you're not just making an offer, you're making a gamble. So today, I want to walk you through what shifts when you stop guessing and you start validating. Because research isn't about perfection. The way that I'm going to teach you about it, it's about connection. And it's the difference between struggling to get traction and building momentum fast and authentically and organically. I remember the first time I launched an offer that I was sure would change lives. I had just discovered ontology. I was on fire with ideas, and I thought, this is it. This is what people need. I spent months, almost a year, mapping it out. I built a whole entire business model around it. I got all of the things: domain name, website, LLC, logo, graphics, email addresses, business cards, the whole thing. The sales page was up. It all looked great. But here's what I didn't do. I didn't ask anyone in my target market if it was something they wanted. I didn't get feedback on the format. I didn't get feedback on the content. I didn't get feedback on the dream outcome that I had a hypothesis about. I looked at their situation through my lens of expertise and assumed, wrongly, that what I saw would solve their problems. Would what I created have solved their problems? Technically, yes. However, it does absolutely no good if it isn't something your target market will engage with, if it isn't something they are seeking out. I just assumed. And I assumed that if I put it out there, people would feel the energy and see the amazing solution and want to be my clients. Spoiler, they didn't. And I don't say this with shame. I say it with love, because I see so many brilliant, heart-led practitioners doing the same exact thing. They launch from instinct, from intuition, from personal experience, but without research, they're flying blind. And when it doesn't work, when people don't join, or they don't sign up, or they don't become clients, they blame themselves. They think they didn't do something right on the business end, on the sales end, the marketing end. Their confidence takes a hit. They think, I just need to post more. Or worse, they may think, maybe I'm just not meant to do this. But I'm here to tell you, the problem is not you. It's that you're trying to sell something you haven't validated. So what does research actually mean, the way I'm talking about it? What does validation actually mean? It means talking to people, real people, your people. It means asking things like, what's the number one challenge you're facing right now? What have you already tried to fix this problem? What is working for you? What isn't working for you? What would make a real difference for you in your life, or a real difference for you when it comes to this problem? When you do this, you aren't guessing. You aren't assuming. You are listening. And when you do this before you create anything, Number one, you find out what's actually urgent to your audience. Number two, you uncover the language they are using to describe their pain. Number three, you see what they've already tried. Number four, you see where they're still stuck. Number five, you understand their pain inside and out. And number six, and most importantly, you see them. They feel seen, they feel heard. And all of that becomes the foundation of what you offer. Because now you know exactly who you're talking to, you know exactly what they need, and you know how to speak to it in their words because you've spent time listening to them authentically. This type of research is how you stop creating in isolation. It is connection first research, where you lead with authenticity, with compassion, with pure curiosity. It's how you stop writing vague sales pages and posting things that don't land. It's how you start building offers people are already looking for, and offers that people really, really, really need. And when you do that, you don't have to convince anyone to work with you. You just get to invite them. So let's drop into a quick reflection. Pull out a notebook or open your notes app and sit with this two-part prompt. First, ask yourself, what assumptions am I making about my audience right now? And how could I validate those assumptions? So maybe you're assuming that they want one-on-ones when they actually want community calls. Maybe you're assuming they can't afford your offer or afford your ideal price, but you've never actually asked them. Maybe you're assuming they need to work on a certain topic, but they haven't ever actually thought that far ahead yet. First, reflect on the assumptions that you're making. If you want to spend time on this, really, really look at this. Then you're going to ask yourself, what is one question I could ask this week to start a real conversation with my people? And then, bonus, ask it. Ask a former or current client. DM someone that you think falls within your target market. Start small. One question, one response, one real insight. Be curious. Start connecting. Start learning from the people that you want to help. That's how radical clarity starts. And that's how you completely turn your business around. Here's what I want you to know. You don't need more content. You don't. You don't need a bigger audience. You don't need a better hook. You need connection-focused research. Because when you get super clear on who you're helping and exactly what they need you to help them solve, you stop spinning your wheels. You stop second-guessing every post. You stop undercharging, overgiving, wondering if you're doing it wrong. And most importantly, your work starts to land. You finally feel the momentum you've been craving. So we'll end with the Ren Realization of the week. The most amazing offer in the world will still struggle if no one asked for it. Don't skip the step that makes everything easier. Ask, listen, connect, and then build. If you're ready to stop guessing and start growing, please, please, please reach out. I'd love to support you in any way that I can. I'd love to support you in getting radically clear with your offers. See you next time.